we go. Hello everybody again, this is Andrew Simon from JCrete. I'm here with my very good friend Tsang.
Hello.
Hello Ray. And so can you say some things about yourself?
Sure, I'm a developer advocate for the Google Cloud Platform, and we like to bring some of the best technologies to developers all over the world and make the Java development experience better. That's what I personally is passionate about on this job today.
Right. So I met you a couple of years ago, and we started talking about a particular project of yours, which I'm quite fond of it.
Yeah.
And it's called JCrete.
Right.
So what can you tell us about JCrete?
So back in the days, back in the days for JavaScript development? No, like when I was using JavaScript on the browser side, I used the JCrete framework quite a bit. And there was this thing called promises, and it's a really easy way to kind of do kind of things asynchronously in concept. And it's a way for you to not have to have a lot of callbacks in JavaScript and all that, so you can still do things kind of asynchronously, but with a better looking API, basically. And so in between jobs, actually between Red Hat and Google, in between jobs, I created JCrete to kind of see how it would look like in Java. What if you have the promises model in Java, and what that API would look like, and how would that work? And it was a hobby project I created back then, and and apparently it's being used quite a bit in Android development today, and you are quite interested in it, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, we actually put it in production with well, at least I think now it's 2 different customers.
Really? Wow, that's cool.
We use it with JavaFX,
right,
so that we can have the promises on the client side,
right,
connecting to a server side. That in this case we're using another Google-based technology called gRPC, which I believe you also somehow related to gRPC. Or you present constantly on these topics, isn't it?
Yeah. So my focus for myself is always been, because I've been a Java developer for a good amount of years, like 10, 15 years, something like that. And I'm very passionate about the Java technology. I like to bring some of these things to Java developers, because that's what I connect to the best, because I know what everybody went through with RMI and SOAP and all the fun things, right? Yeah. But so I've been an integration architect myself as well, going through all of that. So right now, my focus, my passion has been around everything that's surrounding microservices, including orchestration of them with Kubernetes, right? Monitoring and debugging of them, and also other ways of creating microservices with gRPC, which is a binary protocol to communicate between services, which is definitely more efficient than, say, a RESTful service. Remember the days where we said, let's stop using SOAP and WSDL because they're too slow? Like I'm hearing people saying exactly the same thing about REST today.
Yeah,
in fact, at this conference, I hear quite a few people saying it. So.
Yeah, we're going back to binary formats.
And we are going back to binary formats in that case, right?
So that's exactly why we chose this particular set of technologies for our customer, this current project, because it required this capability of having an application that runs on the desktop,
right,
but being capable to distribute some unit of work into some remote server,
right,
and be able to connect to multiple servers, and the server will stream out data as the computation is happening on that side. So the UI will reflect that data and perhaps come up with, without saying too much about this particular customer, will update some series of diagrams and charts of what the data, as the data is coming in.
So you're using streaming, you're using server-side to client.
We're using server-side streaming for
nice.
JavaScript. I know it's also possible to do client-side streaming, so the client can stream data back to the server.
Right.
So you have bi-directional streaming.
Yeah, you can do both at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This particular project does not require that feature, but it's great that gRPC and everything else that is related to that allows you to have these capabilities.
What is really cool about this, though, is that there are many people using it. You can go to the site and see who's using it. I know Netflix is on that site. I know Salesforce has been pretty good contributors. I met one person, James Ward, and there's Ryan Michela from Salesforce, who created a gRPC generator that can generate Java 8 stubs. So rather than using fully async callback, they can generate stubs that can operate with completable futures. But in addition to that, he's also working on something that works directly with RxJava. So you can tie RxJava into the gRPC pipeline, and now you have streaming from server to client, all that bidirectional via the RxJava interface.
Right.
And that is really cool. RxJava 2 interface. What that means is it comes with back pressure by default as well. And this is really cool because gRPC can handle back pressure natively in the protocol, right? So rather than doing this, with other custom things or back pressure handling in buffer, you can actually have wire level back pressure applied if you go RxJava over gRPC.
Okay, oh, that's very good.
That is cool, right?
Right, so now I'm going to go back to JDefer because you mentioned something.
Yeah.
Is something that is kind of related because it can be used as a promise, but it's not actually a real promise. Completable future.
Oh.
So, what are your thoughts on completable future on JDefer?
So, like, when I started with JDefer, it was pre-Java 8, if I recall correctly. There were talk about lambdas and all that, so I made sure that it's lambda friendly, right? But at the time, there was just feature, or you gotta use Guava with listenable features, right? So I never really got into completable features because I've been using promises and regular feature. And then I remember one day I was working with a customer. I cannot say names, but it's a pretty big customer, and they have a framework that uses completable features. And I just couldn't understand what's going on. That's literally my first thoughts. I don't know. It took me, like, they show me like how it works, and I tried to write something with it, and then it just does, like, it's really hard for me to go back to it and say, okay, with the completable future, what do I call next now? Like then and sync, or then, or I don't know what else is there. It's just too complicated for me. So I never really end up learning a lot about it. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought. It's a little bit harder for me to grasp all the terminologies in completable future versus a promise where you only have 3 different states or 3 callbacks. Whether the promise was fulfilled, so it's done, or the promise has failed, so you handle the failure, or that there is and the third one where the promise is operating right now, so you need to send progress signals. So there are only these 3 things, and it's really easy to wrap around what it means and how you can use them. Yeah. Yeah.
Personally, what I found odd about the design of completable future is you have it in the name. It's a future, and a future in the way that it's implemented in Java by design is blocking. And in a promise, what you want is non-blocking.
Right. Yeah.
So now you have a thing that can be both blocking and non-blocking.
Right.
And you can say, as a responsible developer, as long as I use the completable future in a non-blocking way, then things should be right. Everything should work. But because it also implements a future, and there's somewhere else in another API, whenever you can send a future and it's used in a blocking way.
Future.get. Basically.
Exactly. That's the blocking API. Then you are a lock. If that other dependency happens to you be blocking and you're supposed to be non-blocking, then you're screwed. Whereas you use JDefer, that is a full non-blocking API design. There's no way that anybody else can screw you up.
Right. Actually, now you mention it, I do recall the GitHub issues. Somebody wanted to have some kind of blocking semantic as well, and to me it wasn't what the promises are designed for. So that's unlikely to make it in, just because conceptually it doesn't really match with promises, right? Yeah, exactly. So it's been a fun project to do. I started about 3 years ago, I think. I remember the first time I have like a working version. I posted the release on DZone. I think 1.0 was posted on DZone, and I haven't done much with the promotion since. So apparently, from time to time, I go to GitHub. I try to see Maven palms. I do a search. I search GitHub to see who's using JDefer, and interesting projects come up. So it's pretty fun.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Right. Well, so you'll see in the comments below links to Ray's Twitter account and Jennifer and the other projects that he's related to. And if you have any questions or any comments, please let us know. Well, thanks again, Ray.
Hey, thank you so much for having me here.
All right.
Cheers.